KCLR.
Patrick, suppose we look back before we look forward. Your thoughts on last season?
Yeah, look, from a Carlow League perspective, I suppose there's no question that the best team won the league. You have to tip your hat to New Walk. I thought over the 3 games that we played them during the season, I definitely would have said that they were definitely a better side than we were on the 3 days. So you can have no real arguments. We brought it as close as we could. We brought it down to the wire, but at the end of the day, they were moving so well, and in the end, it just proved the bridge too far for us, really.
And what's the plan now for this year? Obviously, you want to make that gap smaller. Improve basically on last year and try and solve some of those problems.
Yeah, look, in fairness, we weren't too far away either. Like that anybody who was there was a massive crowd there that night. I suppose everybody would have said that New Walk had bossed the game, definitely for the first 55-60 minutes, and we made a couple of switches. Then a couple of lads came back in that had been out actually at the time. We were struggling all over the field really, but we made a right go of it then, and I suppose we just switched off for the goal. And in fairness, New York had so many chances on the night as well and didn't take them, so we can have no real arguments. But to answer the question, have we improved? Have we done enough? Time will tell. My honest opinion is whoever finishes ahead of us will win the league. I come in here with that attitude every year, and that's not been arrogant or anything like that. That's where we expect to be every season. That's where myself and Billy plan to be every season since we took over, and at the moment we're fairly comfortable where we are.
Did you do much shopping during the summer? How are you players wise?
Yeah, the credit card is maxed out. Look, to be perfectly honest, we're in good shape. We like to think we're in good shape anyhow. We've a couple of players back in. I suppose never mind the ins, it's the outs is the biggest single issue for us, and I suppose the biggest thing that we've done this year is we've held on to Billy. Billy was heavily courted by a couple of our Premier League rivals this season, so to have held on to Billy from my point of view is absolutely massive. Like the work that Billy does for me and between the two of us is just unbelievable. So that's probably our biggest signing, was to hold on to Billy. And then after that, we have a couple of old faces back in. Mikey Byrne is back from a stint away for a few years, and Danny Doyle is back in from Wexford, which is massive. And Robbie Kane has told us he's going to come back in this year. He was in with the Carlow footballers last year, and it didn't really go to plan for him. So he's chomping at the bit. He was a forlorn figure today, the Leinster Junior Cup final, that he couldn't be involved, as was Danny. So I think that kind of run last year has really driven on a lot of lads, and we've 1 or 2 other surprise packages coming in as well.